Hi, my name is Quanisha, and welcome to my book corner where I talk to you about books or series that I recently read. Today's series or book is on the screen. If you have read it before, continue on with this review. If you have not read it before, please go and read it, girl, and then come on back because I don't want to hear nothing about spoilers, okay? I don't want you to start wanting to tussle because I done said something you ain't read yet, okay? Hey, y'all. Hey, I got my fan on. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not, but sorry if you can. It's summertime and a bitch is not gonna be hot for y'all. Anyways, new book is called On Us by Nina, okay? Now, so far, this has me crying. So we're starting off with Avery and Kai. Avery's sister name is Ivy and she's dating Vaunt. Vaunt has a couple of brothers. Now, Avery's boyfriend or fiance Kai, he has a brother. I forgot what the brother name is. Sorry, y'all. Kyle, Kevin, some shit like that. So it turns out that Kyle or Kai, which is Avery's fiance, got this other lady pregnant that he was dating at the same time. He was dating her when she was 15. He was 20, which is disgusting. But anyways, and he was dating her a little bit before he started dating Avery, and then he got that girl pregnant, right? Her name is Nicole. Meanwhile, Avery does not know any of this. He's been beating her ass this whole time, okay? Little did she know he was cheating on her and got somebody else pregnant. Well, I'm halfway through the book, and she finds out she's pregnant. She finds out he cheated. She decides to leave him. While she leaves him, she gets close to her sister Ivy's boyfriend's younger brother or older brother, I believe. His name is Lake. She gets close to him. She in the bed. She taking care of him. She going over to his house. She laid up with him, kissing all up on him. She goes back, decides to get back with her baby daddy / fiance, but she still has feelings for Lake. Meanwhile, she still does not know that this man has a child. Okay, now he acts like he got something to do, but really he's off taking care of his child with his baby mama. And then so now I'm at a part where, oh, and I forgot to say this, Ivy has like PTSD because I'm guessing she went through some SA when she was very young, and she needs to go to therapy about it. I think she started going to therapy about it, and she is now pregnant, and imagine the hormones is out of this world. But anyways, back to where I'm at. So they have like a pool party or whatever. I don't think it's at their house, but it's somewhere. And then Lake brings somebody else to the pool party, and a girl, first of all, Avery starts being mean to the girl, and the girl's like, okay girl, like, why you being mean to me? And then the girl is like, oh, like, I kissed Lake, and she put her hand on, because they're playing Never Have Ever, so she put her hands on Lake's leg, and Avery flips the table and tries to fight him. Girl, you're just confused. That's not your man. I mean, he makes you feel different because you didn't spend all your childhood with a grown-ass man who basically groomed your ass and then beats your ass every day. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me, but that's neither here nor there. Let me continue on with this book. I think this is the first book, and I think there's another one. I'm not sure. Could be. Okay, bye. So I'm finished with On Us 1, okay? She's still messing around with Lake, okay? First of all, Sav is funny as hell. Why is this a man? Why is this man so hilarious? He's nasty, but he's funny as hell. Anyways, Sav is like, okay, he tells Avery, if you want to stay with Lake, you need to leave that man, Kai, for sure. So they go into her house, and she's like, maybe we shouldn't do this. And he's like, nah, we could do it, right? Instead of waiting for them, they go in the house and she's packing her stuff. Well, Kai comes in the house and starts shooting. She gets hit in the chest. Now she's in the ICU. He comes to the damn hospital talk about he want to see his fiance. The same lady you shot, even if it was by accident, sir. Hello? So then Sav punches him right in the face, and Lake already told him, like, you ain't coming in here, my guy, the fuck. And so Lake punches him in the face and says, you told them, basically the cops, that I was the one that shot her. Are you dumb? Child. I'm about to read on this too. Okay, I'm in on this too. And first of all, let's talk about how Miss Girl wakes up from her coma that was apparently 3 weeks, and they move the baby from the hospital. First of all, they tell that man that his baby is dead and gone. They moved the baby from the hospital to Lake's house, where he sets up a whole thingy bajiggy. Sorry if you hear a plane, I got my windows open. No fucking story short, she wakes up, she's like, where's my baby? And she apparently has PTSD. I feel like this whole PTSD thing wasn't really written well. It could have been written in a different way. I'm not even gonna hold you, because it just didn't give, you know. And then she woke up and she out the hospital the next day. How'd that work? Okay, Avery is slow, and her sister Ivy, I feel like sometimes she's a narcissist, and she's also slow, and she just be ready to fight for no motherfucking reason. Now let's talk about that motherfucker Vant, who's cheating on her while she was pregnant with his twins, then got that bitch pregnant. Are you dumb? Have you always been dumb, Vant? You're playing. When she find out, it's a wrap for you. Avery gets on my fucking nerves. I really cannot stand this bitch. I'm sorry, I really cannot stand her. You're mad at Alicia because she helped take care of your child while you was in a coma and knows more about your child. You should have put her ass in her place when you first see her doing a little bit too much. Period. Now you're sitting here screaming, yelling, beating on that girl. For what reason? This is what's wrong with some of you heifers, sitting here fighting the women instead of fighting the men. Punch his ass in the fucking face, because he ain't fucking saying nothing. Why are you fighting the girl? That don't make no fucking sense. Y'all get on my nerves when y'all do that shit. He is the one who's supposed to be loyal to you, not that girl. Get it the fuck together. And you over here in fucking Vaughn and Ivy house, all up in their house with your child. Take that baby back home to her goddamn daddy, please. Damn. Reading the rest of this book, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Like, it's making my stomach hurt. Like, they're abusive. They sit there and cheat on their women, and they beat the shit out of them. Like, it's just normal. Like, that's okay. And it's just disgusting. I forgot who Nina, I think her name is Nina. Girl, did you experience this? Because this is not okay. What the hell? I'm trying to read me a good old hood book, and I guess this happens in the hood, but I don't hang out with motherfuckers that beat on their wives and shit. That's just a no for me. This is just, it's too much, y'all. It's too much. Like, what the fuck? Vaughn beat Ivy's ass for getting her ass ate while you was cheating on her through her whole pregnancy. The same woman you was cheating on her with is the same woman who was looking after her sister while she was in the hospital. But you want to be mad and they gonna tell her you gonna take her kids from her? This is making my stomach just, it makes me feel so uneasy reading this book. Oh my gosh. I thought Avery was a dumb bitch, but Ivy, her sister, is also a dumb bitch. Because it's no way you gonna tell me that you gonna move back in with this nigga who cheated on you for your kids. Don't want to sleep in the same bed with him. Talk about you not gonna have sex with him, but y'all gonna stay together for the kids. Please don't fucking piss me off. And then that bitch came knocking on the door because she pregnant by him. And instead of you making him take care of his shit, you gonna tell her, oh, you think you gonna get him? He ain't gonna ever leave me. Bop 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 bop. Oh my gosh, y'all! Y'all deserve the niggas that y'all got. Period. You deserve him. Because it's no reason for you to be in that bitch face when he, I just dumb bitch number one, dumb bitch number two. That's why they're sisters, because they're dumb bitches. Okay, we done with book 2 of On Us. Oh my god. First of all, let's talk about this. First of all, at the end, they find out that all the brothers all got different mamas, apparently they got the same daddy but different mamas. They find out that Kai, that Moochie is Kai's mama, not the aunt. And the mama who, and Lake's mama, who's a crackhead, said she was set up by Moochie. It's just, and then y'all, first of all, the girls go to Vegas. Avery is pregnant as hell. Lake tell her not to go. She want to go be hot in the ass anyway. She goes, ends up losing the baby when she should have stayed her ass home. Then Dem is having a mental breakdown, so they had to send him back to the ward because he needed it, and he stopped taking his medicine. Couldn't find out his father was bipolar too. Avery not listening. This girl, I really cannot stand all of these characters. I'm not even gonna hold you. People, they be beating on their girlfriends left, right, and center. And at first it felt like it was taken as a joke, and then they be like, oh, you shouldn't do that, oh, you shouldn't do that. Like, now you're telling people you shouldn't do that? This man was beating on this lady ass. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all watched Vaughn punch Ivy right in her face. Her nose and her mouth started bleeding. Like, what? Y'all cheat on these women and y'all beat on them. What is going on? Girl, did this happen to you? Author, I'm talking to you, author Nina. Did this happen to you? Because what is going on? Like, this is just too much. Now at the end, Kai walks in, he's holding River because they told this nigga that River was dead. River's the baby. Moochie's the one that told him that the daughter was still alive. One thing about Avery and her fucking sister Ivy, they feel like everything is about them. Here Avery is mad that Lake didn't tell her the scoop that happened during what Oceana, crazy name, was telling about Moochie, and all the other girlfriends knew except for her. What are you mad for? It's not about you. Let that man come to you when he want to come to you. Your sister should have never even said nothing to you the way you be acting. Not everything is about y'all. Damn, y'all are so annoying. I cannot stand this lady, y'all. So Avery got upset that Ivy was taking Lake's side because Lake wasn't home for a couple of days, and Ivy gonna sit there and tell her she's being dramatic. Bitch, you my sister. If I say I'm upset about something, bitch, you upset about it. Why the fuck is you taking up for this nigga? We are sisters. You just met this motherfucker. Don't get too, that would piss me off, okay? And then he's over here telling Avery, like, what you getting upset for? Bitch, you haven't been in this house. Why is you walking up in here acting like it's just any other day, like you always been in the house? Excuse me? They talk about you want some coochie. If you don't get the fuck out my face, if you talk about you a killer, please get the hell out my face. And then Ivy is sitting here still thinking about giving Vant another chance. Are you dumb? Both of these is just dumb. Both of them is just dumb. And Shy is dumb. Like, everybody is just stupid. Like, the whole group is just dumb. Like, this is like my second series where everybody is just slow. Like, I just don't get it. Like, how are y'all all just dumb as hell? Is that what y'all think hood people are? Just everybody just stupid as fuck and just every man just be beating and cheating on their wives? Like, what the fuck is going on here? And then fucking Cheyenne, she's going through postpartum, and of course this dumb ass hood nigga Vant don't know how to take care of anything, don't know what that look like. And so he over here talking about she crazy. She's telling you, basically telling you she don't want this child because Miss Girl is going through postpartum and you ain't really there to help her. Why? Because she was a side chick to your first baby mama who had twins, and you was fucking with her while she was pregnant. So soon as I found out this man was cheating on me, that same lady he was cheating on me with was taking care of my sister while she was in a coma, and then you got said lady pregnant, baby, you wouldn't even be in my space. I wouldn't even want you to touch me, talk to me. I wouldn't even want you to breathe the same air that I was breathing. You hear me? Please get the fuck out of my face. I said this, if you gonna hear the plane in the back, listen, I'm sorry, okay? My window's open, it's hot, it's summertime. Anyways, I said this in my TikTok review that I did not like not one person. Maybe Avery got my nerves, Ivy got my nerves. Ivy really got my nerves when Moo Susu, whatever the fuck this her friend name, ended up being pregnant by Dem, and Dem and she was upset because Moo wouldn't tell her who the baby daddy was just for it to find out to be Dem, so she was upset at her and was basically not talking to her. And it's like, okay, what business was that of yours? Worry about your cheating ass boyfriend. Lake did only one bad thing in this whole relationship, which was go get his dick sucked while she was in a fucking coma. Does that make any fucking sense to you? The girl you love is in a coma and you said, let me go get my dick sucked. And then the bitch that sucked your dick is the one that's taking care of your child while she's in a coma. Like, when I say, matter of fact, no, let me take that back, because I just remember what the fuck Lake did, and he a part of the whole crew. Like, everybody I did not like, okay? Ivy, again, is just, oh my god. I mean, not Ivy, Avery, okay? And then Ivy. We getting to Ivy and Vaughn. Vaughn sat there. What it sounds like, what she said before, is he's been messing around on their whole entire relationship. So there should be no reason why you surprised this man fucked around on you while you was pregnant. You shouldn't be even surprised if he fucked around on you while you was having those miscarriages. Like, let's be for real. So then, whilst you was pregnant with twins and your sister was in a coma, he was fucking around with the nurse that was taking care of your sister while she was in a coma. That's crazy to me. And then he went over to his brother's house, brought her to his brother's house to hunch on. Ends up getting this bitch pregnant. And you want to be mad at Cheyenne and not mad at the nigga that's supposed to be loyal to you. Don't be mad at Cheyenne, be mad at him. Yeah, she knew about you, but that ain't who you need to be concerned about. You be concerned about that nigga sticking dick and everybody whilst you is pregnant, including you. That's the crazy part. And then you turned your ass around and decided to get back with him after fucking around with Kai, brother Key. I want to try it out for my kids, girl. And then you gonna get mad because that lady dropped off her baby because she couldn't do it no more because that man wasn't really helping. You got the bitch pregnant, now you don't want to be up under her no more? Please kiss my ass. So then you go ahead and you get engaged to this man. Let's move on to Sav and Shy. They were supposed to be messing around buddies. Okay? She messing around with people. He messing around with people. He's getting mad that she messing around with people. So you can dip your stick in every fucking body, but she can't fuck? Sir, please. Turn around. Find out they got married. Meanwhile, he has a whole child with the next bitch that he was in love with. Talk about that's his first love. Then he bring the baby home, didn't even tell you about it. Then you sat there and said you wasn't mad. Matter of fact, let's roll it back. He was beating your ass left, right, and motherfucking center. He let his crazy ass brother beat on you and watch him beat on you and didn't say shit to you. And then you still stayed with this motherfucker. You another dumb bitch. So we got dumb bitch number 1, dumb bitch number 2, and dumb bitch number 3. You dumb bitch number 3. Because what? He beat your ass and you stayed with him? You gonna sit here and marry this man? To our water under the bridge? Water under the bridge? Baby, that's a whole motherfucking ocean. Under the bridge, yo. The water is overflowing, babes. Child, anyways. Let me watch. Let me read Front St. Porter. This is the fourth book. No, this is the first book that I was told I needed to read before On Us 1, 2, and 3. I should have read this one first, which I did not. So I'm gonna read it, and I'll be back with y'all and tell y'all what I thought about it, because what the fuck. Okay, I'm still in Front Street Porter. This is the first book that I should have read before On Us. We went over this, okay? Anyways, so now Vaughn meets Ivy. She's in a strip club. I'm guessing she's a bottle girl. And he got her and Avery in the house because their mama ain't shit. Wasn't shit and On Us. Still ain't shit in this first book. But that's neither here nor motherfucking there. He's still messing around with Cheyenne. He want Ivy to be on his face. And it's just... Y'all started out young being ain't shit niggas. And it's probably because your daddy wasn't shit either. So that's neither here nor there. But either way, I'm not gonna hold you. It's getting a little bit boring, okay? Moochie getting on my nerves. Everybody, all these all of the brothers are getting on my nerves. Moochie is definitely getting on my nerves, especially from what I know about this heifer with her fake breast cancer having ass. Ugh. But at the end of the day, these children are being introduced to sex too early. And they are hyperactive when it comes to it, hyper aware of sex, and then it's leeching off to other children where they're not introducing them to something that's inappropriate. And at Sav's age, it's inappropriate. He was watching porn as a child. And I mean younger than what I'm reading right now. He's 13 where I'm at right now. He's been watching porn for a very long time. He was introduced to that part of adulthood as a child can be traumatizing and fuck you up when you become an adult. That's why he's a hoe when he get older. That's why all of them are like that, because they've been introduced to things that they shouldn't have been introduced to at all. At all. This one over here, Vaughn over here, even though we know that baby wasn't his, and the on us 1, 2, or 3, he over here fucking around with Cheyenne, and he trying to get Ivy's Moochie, and Ivy done been through a whole bunch, her and Avery, and it's just like, it's a lot going on, and everybody's like trauma bonding type of situation, and their daddy wasn't shit, but to them that was their dad, and it just. And the dad had his own problems, and it's like he probably was introduced to sex at an early age when he was younger as well. So he's just passing it off to his kids. No, it ain't right, but it's like, shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just sad hearing Sav and Dem talk about women in the way that they do. Because the women in their life wasn't shit, but their father made it seem like women wasn't shit either. In general, every woman you have to treat them like they ain't shit, like they just coochie, and it's crazy to me. And Ivy is allowing them 2 little niggas around Avery talking like that. I wouldn't even want them around my sister no more, especially what you went through, Ivy. Because all these children playing adults. That's the problem. Children playing adults, because they don't have the space to be children, and they have to play adults, and they're making decisions that aren't the best. So I finished Front Street Porter, and the ending had me bawling. You understand me? Because their dad left them videos of them when they was younger, and it was just so sweet, because you could tell like their father really loved them. And I can't even be upset at Lake, because he was a child raising other children, okay? And he ain't really know better. His father didn't know better. His father probably didn't know better. When I say generational curse, I mean it. Okay, so I'm now on to Clearwater. It's a part of the Honest, and this one is mainly about, I think, Daly and Daly and Pavati, which is all of the boys' younger sister. Oceana, whatever the fuck this lady name is, Ocean had a baby girl, and she just didn't tell Hassan about it. But anyways, long story short, they meet in Pavati at for the first time at the basketball court, and Pavati starts crying, and she hugs Lake, and Van says, "God damn it," and he starts bawling. I find it to be so cute. I think this one is lighter than the other On Us books. I feel like this one is a bit lighter and not as chaotic and toxic as the other books. You get what I'm saying? It's so cute though. I'm only 25% in, but I think I'm gonna like this book already. Yeah. Good job, Nina. Okay, so I finished Clearwater, and I loved that book. I loved how all the brothers just took in Pavati and just that was their little sister and they was gonna take care of her, and I just loved that shit. I loved how they put the P necklace on her because I just loved that shit, and they made sure she was taken care of, bought her a house, bought her a car, and just made sure she was good. It made me bawl when the grandmother showed a picture of Hassan and Pavati when she was little sleeping, and it just was so cute. And I love how the grandparents wasn't shit to the their kids, but the grandkids, they always try to do right by, and it was just too cute. It was just, I love that book, love the book. Just, I loved them as brothers to their little sister. I loved how Daly loved on her and just was her man, and now the father to her triplets and her soon-to-be husband, and how he holds her down and take care of her. And even when she had a little situation with Kareem putting his hands on her, and what's his name, Mujihan taking care of her, and he don't play about his mama, period. And I think it's cute how Emery calls her mama. The one thing is, though, that they didn't talk anymore about Emery and Daly's actual mother. What happened to her? She just went off about her business and we ain't hear no more about her. She ain't pull up on Pavati anymore. I feel like that should have been a little bit more, unless I kept it pushing and past that page or something. But I feel like that should have been an ending to it too, what really happened to his mom or something like that, unless it's gonna be in another book, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, y'all, let me go on to Reckless Love and I'll be back. So in one of the books, I think it was Front Street Porter, Lake and I think Rec or somebody had went to this guy's house because he owed them money. I think his name was I forgot what his name was, but he owed them money, and he had a girlfriend and he had a baby, right? So they went into the house, kidnapped the girlfriend and the baby, and beat the man up until he has a week to give the rest of the money, right? So push come to shove, they end up offing the girlfriend and giving a baby to somebody else, right? And this is when Lake was young and all of them was young, right? I think Rec was there or Daly was there. I forgot who was there with him. Long story short, it turns out Gia was upstairs. That was her brother and his girl and her nephew, and she was upstairs hiding in the closet, and they didn't even go check. This is how they didn't even scope out the damn house, right? But nonetheless, come to find out, Gia is messing around with Rec, not even knowing that them other people that took her brother and his girlfriend and their baby. It's like a full circle. This is crazy. Damn. Alright, I'm officially done with the Honor series. Excuse that motherfucking dog outside. Okay? Anyways, I'm done with Reckless Love. Alright? This one was about Rec and Gia, like I said. Long story short, they found out that Gia's daddy actually stole the money from the brother, right? He stole half of the money from the brother and told the brother he was going to give it back to him, but he never gave it back to him. So technically the daddy is the reason why his son, who was a secret love child, the daddy was the reason why his child ended up getting knocked off, okay? Ended up getting killed, all right? And then she found out that RJ, which was the little boy, was her nephew. So now she has custody of him. Child, and then she found out she was pregnant. She was pregnant with a little girl, and then the father went crazy, pulled up to her house, shot the mama, shot and killed Rec's mama, because Rec's mama liked Gia and was at her house. Shot and killed Rec's mama, and then killed himself. Ain't that crazy? Child, traumatized. The poor RJ was scared, carried it on, and then Najee punched her in the face at the mall. This was early in the book, but punched her in the face at the mall. Poor baby don't know how to fight, and she was with RJ. So now the book is finally over. I'm gonna say these last 2 books definitely redeemed the characters, because when I say I couldn't stand on none of these motherfuckers, I 100% mean it. Even though this last book was like half throwbacks, half flashbacks, I don't, give me 1 or 2. I don't need half of the book to be flashbacks. I don't give a damn what they did 3 months ago, to be quite honest. Don't give a damn. Just give me something. I really enjoyed it. Any favorite characters? My favorite characters are, from the last book, I want to say Pavati and Daly. Pavati and Daly are my favorite characters. Anyways, I think this is going to be the end of the review. I don't know what's the next series going to be. Don't ask me. But anyways, I want to thank y'all for watching listening to my reviews and this review. It was a lot, but I appreciate y'all showing me support. Please comment and like and subscribe. Please. Thank you. Okay. Bye.